Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. Time for more Corpse Factory. I was at Corpse Party. The sewer a bit different. So, the mirror and the ants. So we kill the payrolls. And then we can begin after 3 minutes. And hopefully, if everything goes as planned, I might have a late stream tomorrow. But I'll be having a longer stream. Wish me luck on that. So, about the schedule, I don't know yet. I don't know what's happening anymore. But, the closer we get to Christmas, the more hectic things get, so... who knows? Maybe I'll just cease to exist. And no, I did not plan any music for this, so we're gonna enjoy the peace and quiet until the ads are done. That was on my part. Yes, now that things are again being fine, and we don't have any intruders, we can have some fun, especially now that, well, Cat's not streaming today, so we're not doing any kind of raids, we're just playing ourselves, which is a shame. I really wanted to join the, I'm on observation duty. And I assure you, I'd suck at that game. If I were to play that series, I would not find anything. Because it's one thing to be behind the screen and just watching the streamer being, hey, they missed that. But when you're there yourself, you're like, oh, look, the entire room is red. I guess it's normal. About the game, I do admit I did check the, what happened if we, if they ticked on go after I, and that was apparently the right choice. So we've made a wrong choice, and I'm not fixing that. We're carrying on as it is. Depending on how long this game is, and how quickly it'll be, I might try to do all the right choices, so to speak, and see what happens. But for now, we're sticking with our choice. So we're almost done with the ad, so let's switch to the game. You actually see the gallery. And one. Hi now! Hello! Can you actually see it? Yeah? Thank you for the hit packs. You're just in time. Yeah, this is the CG that we missed. And I'm not showing it any closer yet. Maybe later. I hope you're ready, pal, to cause some more corpses and not get caught by this dude. Cause I'm an idiot. Hi, then. Oh yeah, fun. I'm trying my best over this weekend or the next week to upload all the fonts that I haven't done yet, so keep an eye on that. Just today uploaded like half of the off and the rest of the Boston Legal, so they're now available on YouTube. Now, into the game. My alarm erupts with a shrieking scream and scares me awake. My eyes will open immediately, and instead, I find myself tossing and turning, trying to bury my face in my pillow. I can't have more than 2 hours of sleep. And now, it's already time to get up and go to work. How the hell am I going to function today? I know, right? I drag my heavy body from the bed and slide into a pair of slippers resting on the floor. With a yawn and a stretch, I leave my bedroom. I stand in the kitchenette connected to the living room for a few moments, completely absent-minded. I open the refrigerator and stare blankly at dismal contents. A small cup of peach yogurt. Oh, I see, you're a plain type of person. Sits on the top shelf, got a half-empty jug of oolong tea. Rest at the bottom. I suppose jugs are normal. I'm used to cartons, but yeah. I suppose jugs make sense in other countries. I grab the yogurt and peel up the lid. When an infection is spoon, I simply pour a little into my mouth. You're an animal. I consume about half the tiny portion and wipe my mouth before throwing the leftovers in the trash. That will be enough to spike my energy in the morning. When I normally run on an empty stomach, any amount of calories can work as a pick-me-up. Make a mental note to collect 2 or 3 cans of coffee from convenience store on my way to work. This should carry me through the rest of the day. The rest of the early morning is spent applying makeup and getting dressed. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. To stop myself from nodding off at my desk, I decide to rearrange my personal effects. Having something to focus on is a great way to find out sleep. Unlike the other employees here, I don't think too much at my workplace. Yeah, it manages to feel cluttered somehow. Next to my computer monitors are 3 little figurines that I collected from the toy capsule machines. They're set up anthropomorphic coffee cans that were released as promotional campaign for my favorite coffee brand, because of course she would. Each figure is the size of my thumb. Tiny. They're cute little things. When you put a coin into the capsule machine, you never know which character you're going to get. So far, I managed to collect Captain Cavell White. Wait. Lieutenant Long Black and Madame Macchiato. If I remember correctly, there are 2 more still I need to get. The capsule machines seem to be out of rotation now because they've been replaced with different series of toys. If I'm able to collect the remaining figures, I'll probably need to buy them online. Oh well. I'm not super invested in having to own all of them. I keep each tiny figure in a bit of dusting and set them back up next to my monitor so they're all standing up straight and facing forward. Satisfied that they're tidy, I look at a small tray of drawers that sit on the other side of my monitor. I managed to store papers and office memos in them. They're not really big enough to hold anything much larger than documents. I rummage through the drawers and discard few old notices that aren't relevant anymore. When I'm done, I file away a couple of papers that have been fluttering around my desk for the last week. With that complete, I straighten up my keyboard so it's parallel with my mousepad. I keep the keyboard thorough dusting and then lean back in my chair to admire my work. And they pay you for this? The desk looks much nicer now. A clean workspace invites a clear state of mind, or so my coworkers would have me believe. Maybe I'll buy into that little bit. Now that I can see the effects for myself, the corner of my eye casts a glimpse of blonde hair, and I turn to watch Tomoe enters the office. She nods at Seiya. As she walks by his desk and continues nonchalantly towards her own workspace. Her desk is in my line of sight. I have the perfect vantage point to watch her put her belongings down and take a seat. I feel a sudden stirring of excitement as she sits down. It's almost as though I'm anticipating something to happen. Was something supposed to happen with Tomoe today? Have I forgotten something important? But heart mind can't really focus on those thoughts. I try to ignore the mild surge of adrenaline that had started pulsing through me when she took her seat. Distract myself by starting up my computer and looking over the list of today's tasks. It looks like I need to correct a few entries I uploaded to the company server yesterday. In my previously distracted state, it's possible I made a few typographical errors. That's fair enough. I'll get to work on correcting the data. Open a few programs and listen to the ring of my computer tower, nearly drowned out the clatter of the office environment. The next time I hear the consistent noise of the computer, and the office, completely and absolutely. A terrified shriek slices through the air like a knife, leaving a deathly ringing silence in its wake. Oh no, the photo! The photo that I forgot! Oh no! This is terrible! I scrambled to my feet, purely out of instinct, scanning for the source of the screen. I had to look very far. My eyes fall upon the distressed Tomoe kneeling on the floor and clutching her face. She's on the ground next to her desk, staring down unblinkingly, her fingers white from the strain of pulling at her own head. The sudden chaos, people rushing to her side, and someone managed to notice that one of her drawers at the desk is wide open. An open drawer? As tired as exhausted as I am, the significance of the open drawer isn't lost on me. I immediately realized why my body subconsciously felt excited until I came into the office this morning. I left something in her drawer, something I want her to find. Yesterday's obsession with discovering the identity of the one who requested my death caused me to forget my rebellious strike against Tomoe. There was something in her drawer yesterday, thinking she was the one who submitted my photo to the website. Then, she didn't come to work, and it completely slipped my mind. After she confessed to requesting Akane Juromaki's death, I raised my suspicion of her being targeted. The one who targeted me, but I didn't remove the item from her drawer. I'm in deep shit now. Before I can even lurch forward from the desk behind my desk, Tomoe turns her head to face me. Oh boy, my gold-green eyes lock onto mine, refusing to let go. A trickle of crimson blood seeps from her scalp, her fingertips kiss her skin during her panicked scream. Following my nervousness, I break eye contact with her and stare down at the flat object that was focus of her outcry. It's a familiar photograph, painted image in a glossy paper. Traditional, old school, just as effective as I hope. Though I can't make out all the details from this memory, the composition of the photo doesn't elude my memory. Oh! It depicts my very own corpse toppled backward words over a tombstone. A bloody slash traces across my neck, a laceration lines up my stomach, a knife protrudes from my breast. Okay. Aiko, now it's time to act shocked, act fearful. Black hair is a tangled mess, my dark eyeliner smeared and smudged. The creaminess on my face is an unmistakable mask of death. Aiko Kurosawa, stoic and unflinching in death. Aiko Kurosawa, dead atop a random tombstone in some nameless cemetery. A bizarre yet ultimately remarkable way to die. It suits me perfectly. And how did the work have been into this photo? The objective was to punish Tomoe that was requesting my death, to create a work of art so horrific she would beg for forgiveness when she found me still breathing. But the scene played out before me is unlike anything I had imagined. Tomoe's face is scratched up with hatred. The veins in her forehead threaten to burst and shower the office with sanguine gore at any given second. But I know she thinks this is some sick prank. He's beyond my knowledge. All I can decipher from her expression is that she's likely to strangle me, given the opportunity. But perhaps I'm jumping ahead of myself. Why do I automatically assume that she believes I'm guilty of putting the photo in her drawer? I mean, I'd hide the victim within it? Perhaps she actually—
Who the fuck is responsible for this?
Yeah, she doesn't know. She housed the wounded animal, battered and beaten, popped back into the step back. Let me scan for a moment. Backed into a corner. Clutching the photo, now torn from her bloodied fingernails, she stands and plants her feet firmly on the floor, steadfast, stern, resolute, a bulwark of immutable fury. All eyes are upon her. Bleached blonde cowgirl with the antagonizing attitude is the center of the attention in the office.
This photo is disgusting! Absolutely sick! Who made it?
From the confused and puzzled faces of the 20 or so employees huddled around, it's obvious that no one really knows what Tomoe is talking about. The photo's small, but her clutching it tightly and waving it around frantically, it's impossible for anyone to make out the detail. I'm bold enough to assume that no one else has managed to properly glimpse it yet. And maybe I can prevent our co-workers from getting closer look if I act fast. I darted out from behind my desk and approached Tomoe.
Let me see.
Tomoe aggressively thrust the photo towards me. I took a cursory glance at it and gasped loudly to add credibility to my act. Kid? Adopting a faint countenance of shock, I grabbed Tomoe by the shoulder and pulled her close to me. I bowed my head against hers, so we stand intimately in the middle of the crowd, forehead to forehead, our eyes fixed on one another. My beating heart isn't loud enough for Tomoe to notice as we stand against each other. I whisper softly, my pulse quickening as I try to make my words sound urgent and confident, rather than broken and anxious.
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Tomoe tenses and stiffens, but none were something that sounds like an agreement. I pull away from her and grab her wrist to lead her out of office. We exit from the drawing of onlookers stretching their heads and dart towards the elevator. She says nothing as we pass him. He looks on with a pale face. The elevator ride down is silent and awkward, but eventually the doors open to reveal the ground floor lobby. A weed between the scattered couches and sculptures, making a frantic dash for the exit. We finally emerge outside into the brisk pouring air. Trying hard to catch my breath, I notice Tomoe isn't nearly as exhausted as I am. I'm gonna check up my wheezing condition, the lack of sleep, but I know it's just an excuse for my poor physical fitness. Tomoe's still holding the photo in her hand. She looks at it once more in disgust, then faces me with one hand on her
You
hip.
wanna tell me what the fuck this is?
Look, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try my best.
I wanna find out who planted this in my drawer! And look at this!
She thrusts the photo at me. She is to the point of her thumb to indicate a timestamp, and then at the bottom,
It's got yesterday's date on it. A photo of your dead body, as if you've already been killed. But here you stand.
Shadow, the photo bears yesterday's date. The date states 9:06 p.m. And matches such, and it was underbelieved that Tomoe would find it yesterday morning. I wanted her to anxiously wait out the day until my dead uncle accompanied the rising me. So decided to go the way I planned. The confusion on Tomoe's face is now self-explanatory. I am very curious to see how Noriko slithers away from
I
this.
just can't believe that corpse girl wants you dead.
What did she say?
Huh?
This is just like what happened to Akane Tsurumaki when I requested her death.
What do you mean?
The police found a photo of her own dead body on her phone when they investigated how she died.
They're not putting two and two together again. What? Is this public knowledge? How did I not know this?
And now you've got a similar photo. Does that mean Corpse Girl is trying to kill ya? But it doesn't make sense. It's already past the time it says here. And why was the photo in my desk drawer? What do I gotta do with it?
Was still reading some information about Akane Tsurumaki. The police discovered the corpse photo on her phone. Of course they did. Of course they would investigate her death. It was foolish of me to assume the photo wouldn't come to light. Tomoe with her teeth and tenderly touches the finger to the bloody cut on her scalp. The place her fingernail slashed at angles. She looks at the fingertip and removes it in size.
Look, maybe it's my fault that Akane Tsurumaki ended up down the well. Maybe it's not. The least I can do is make sure that the fucking corpse girl doesn't come to get Sho as well.
This is weird. Tomoe clearly heeded us from before, when we talked about Shinya. And she was mocking us. However, she doesn't want us dead. She's still protected over us.
You ain't my friend or nothing, but sluts gotta stick it out together, right? I don't want another cold bitch on my conscience.
Ah, she'd feel guilty. Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like these are the most touching words Tomoe could string together. I'm so much flattered that she wants to protect me.
Tomoe, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I kinda do, you know? You comforted me a little when I came to you about the dead skank. Made me feel like I wasn't totally to blame, yeah? You might not be as much of a psycho as I thought. Might be a heart beating behind that flat chest.
Okay. Thanks.
Unexpectedly, the bastard patient girl beams at me
I'm putting you
brightly.
under 24-hour surveillance. Corpse Girl's gonna have to crack my skull open before she goes sticking her fingers into yours.
Tomoe, really, that's not necessary.
I can't figure out the way to convey that I'm not actually in any danger. Well, immediate danger at any rate. It's true that there's someone out there who wants me dead badly enough to have requested it through the website. But as far as the threat of the corpse girls coming to get me goes, I'm perfectly safe. I resign myself to simply staring blankly at Tomoe, the girl I hold so much disdain for. I know I should choose my next words carefully. Tomoe's prone to violent outbursts, and even the best of times. Oh, boy, oh no! Chad, I need help with this. I know the correct answer here. I think this is the correct answer. But I'm also very tempted to tell her to fuck off. I'm not sure what to pick here. Okay, I'm going to make a compromise. This will be the canon choice that I'm picking. I'd feel better with you looking after me. This is the canon choice I'll pick. However, I am going to look what the other choices are. If this is not the correct answer, I'm not fixing it.
I don't need you to protect me. Fuck off.
Thomas Brown twitches and pulls in data to forehead
Someone oughta
returns.
cut ya, you dumb bitch. I'm trying to make peace here, and you're still gonna lash out at me? Well, fuck it. If you're gonna be like this, I don't need to feel bad if Corpse Girl does come and bury a knife in you at the cemetery. You deserve what's coming to you, skeleton girl.
Thomas presses her head behind her ears and turns behind into the office building once more. As it realizes she has more to dish out, she turns
By
back
the
to me.
way, Shinya never thought you were all that. He said he just felt sorry for you, always being alone and all. He's into gals with bigger assets than you'll ever have, if you catch my meaning.
There's no chance I'm gonna misinterpret her words by the way she flaunts her chest in a shameful display of vanity. I decide against
Listen.
retaliating.
Whatever beef we have don't matter. If you were truly in trouble, I'd help you out. Shinya respects you, and I gotta do right by him. So that's that. Take it as you will.
Tommy leaves me the nod before issuing a rude gesture with her finger as she wanders into the office building. The photograph flutters behind her, folded around. I shut the photo carefully and make sure to completely destroy it. Okay. Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own.
Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own.
Nah, that's bull. You're a delicate little thing, so it's up to me to look after you.
Seriously, I'll be okay. I don't think Corpse Girl is going to come after me.
Oh yeah? And what makes you so sure?
It's a long story.
Because the date has gone.
But look, you said it yourself. The time and date on the photo have already passed, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, guess so. But so what?
Well, I can't imagine someone coming to kill me now. I mean, the corpse in the photo is clearly dead at 9:06 p.m. last night. But I'm standing right in front of you. I'm pretty alive right now.
You're not really convincing me. I mean, I don't totally believe this corpse girl person really exists, but still. Something or other killed Akane Tsurumaki. Pretty sure it wasn't suicide, what with the photo and all. So, since you got one of them photos too, I think it's best we hang. At least for a day. Let me keep you safe.
You're really stubborn, you know that?
Oh yeah, but I've been called worse. But why'd you think the photo was in my drawer? Did Corpse Girl get her desks mixed up? And like, shouldn't it have just been texted to you?
I don't know.
Ugh, this shit really fucks with my head. Let's just get back to work, yeah?
On my turns, head back to the place. He faces me and
Here.
hands the photo.
Better you have it than me.
Enters the office, looking down. Remove the evidence. And it seems we have picked a good option here. I think I'm actually going to replay this at some point and make sure to pick at all the good choices.
I'd feel better with you looking after me.
You're damn right. Ain't no one gonna protect you as good as me.
I remember your slapped. Don't reaches forward and ruffles my hair in a tomboyish manner. The grin isn't dead until she's satisfied and retracts her arm with a laugh.
Now what are we gonna do? I don't totally believe this corpse girl person really exists, but still. Something or other killed Akane Tsurumaki. Pretty sure it wasn't suicide, what with the photo and all. Since you got one of them photos too, I reckon someone's out to get you.
Yeah, about that.
How about we hunker down at my place after work? Gal's night in, right? If someone tries to break down the door to get to you, I'll show 'em what's what.
He really is insistent. I almost can't believe that this is the same girl that slapped me across the face last week. I feel like we could almost be friends at this rate. But what happens when she finds that I'm actually not actually in any danger? Will she think I used her? Betrayed her? What if she finds out that I'm Corpse Girl? That would probably be the trigger that provokes her into slashing my throat herself. Kinda see it? I'm feeling we could well, I simply not.
Sure. Let's go to your place after work.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's a big
We'll do a
difference.
snack run, okay? Gotta have chocolate and cake on a night like this.
All of a sudden, she freezes and stares intently into my eyes.
Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Snacks sound good.
Hey, don't feel pressured to eat, okay? I got a big appetite, so nothing will go to waste.
Severine is looking proud of herself. My expression softens somewhat. Somehow, Toma is displaying minimal amount of human decency, and yet it's very touching. It's somehow broken down the wall between us and removed the animosity that has hung in the air since the day we met. Suddenly, she reaches out her hand, the photograph held gently between her
Here.
fingers.
Better you have it than me.
Okay. I'm talking about this again, but I'm going to have 2 different playthroughs after this. One is where I'm going to be absolute dick to everyone, and one where I'm going to pick them absolutely right options. Anyway, we just destroy the photo. Tommy smiles at me and we enter the building side by side. Fancy. Tommy's apartment is not all like I expected it would be. For starters, it's not an absolute trash heap. But it almost what was in my mind's eye. The place is nice, fairly modern, and probably not that chic. She lives in the outskirts of Shinjuku, so she's a lot closer to the office than I am. That probably explains why she's usually so punctual, despite her terrible work ethic. From what I can gather from my first impressions, she lives alone. A few photo frames near the entrance feature some talented empress, including a younger brother and a sister. It's funny, because she doesn't seem like the older sister type to me. The present effects decorated the apartment are cheap and tacky. Much to my surprise, I immediately get the feeling that she earns more money than I do, even though we have the same job. Though, how could that be? Most simply, for data entry attempts, surely be in the same country to say sorry. You forget? She's a cowgirl. She does business on the side. I suppose she's a bit older than me. Maybe she had a well-paying job before starting work at Jimajin. Or maybe she has a side job. Either way, there's no way she could afford to live here on the same salary as me.
Would you like a cup of tea? I've got oolong, green, barley, hojicha.
I like that the green is still red.
So many to choose from. I didn't take you as much of a tea drinker.
Well, of course I am. It's tradition, you know. Tradition's real important.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. Hojicha for me, please.
Sure. Coming right up.
As Tommy busies herself in the kitchen nook and continues scanning the apartment, a very dark, large TV sits atop a sleek cabinet against one wall in the living area. A comfortable-looking sofa fills most of the room, but gives way to a small kotatsu in the corner. During winter, kotatsu is a very valuable piece of furniture. In a small, low table with a blanket to cover your legs, underneath the tiny space is a heater designed to warm up the enclosed area.
I like your kotatsu. I can't even fit one in my apartment.
Oh, yeah. They're great, right? Dad actually made that one for me.
Your dad made it?
Huh. I'll look closely at it. I don't know much about woodwork, but the whole thing looks very solid and well made. Even the blanket spread beneath the table's surface is pleasing to look
It's
at.
probably not cold enough to flick the heater on, but feel free to sit down there if you like.
No, that's okay. I'm warm enough.
I remember my childhood flickers at the edge of my mind like a moth dancing around a flame. Sitting at kotatsu as a child, with one cup of cocoa and my big sister reading a book aloud to me. A chic make it. It was too long ago to even attempt to remember clearly. The past never really mattered much to me anyway. Tommy had finished pouring tea, so she sits too, stirring tea table and close out.
Tease up!
Thank you.
So, we gotta protect you from Corpse Girl, right?
I simply
Hey,
not.
wait a minute. If you got one of them photos, that means someone requested your death, right? This whole time, I've been thinking it's Corpse Girl that wants you dead. But that ain't right. It means that someone else just asked Corpse Girl to put you in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
She's not wrong. While Corpse Girl isn't actually after me, it's true that there is somebody who requested my death. She could be a malleable ally.
Huh. So who do you think it is? Who wants you dead?
Well, honestly, at first I thought it was you.
Yeah, I mean, last week I might have been tempted to chuck your photo on the website, but nah. You work right near me in the office. If you ended up dead, someone would trace it back to me, you know?
So that's what
I
protected me.
adopted Akane Tsurumaki because she worked way upstairs. And we never talked, save one time when I found out she's a total skank.
Oh? So you did speak to her once? What was she like?
Fucking slut, that one. We met in the lobby. I was on one of them couches doing my makeup because I was in early one morning. She walks past me, gives me one of them looks all those snooty rich people give you. You know the type, like, I'm better than you and I know it. But you know what she said to me?
What did she say?
She says this. Honey, please wait for your clients outside the building.
Ouch! Ouch!
Huh? What did she mean?
I get it. I get it.
Ugh, don't you get it? She was implying that I'm a hooker or something. Just by looking at me, she decided I didn't belong in the office building.
Ah,
It really pissed me off. I'm sick of people judging me like that. Yeah, I look different from y'all, but so what? I got my own style, so just fuck off.
I guess I fall in the same category now, thanks. I guess I was judging Toma a bit too harshly.
so you're not a hooker?
That's what I was thinking.
Bitch. You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
Can't help but laugh along with her.
Sorry, I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know. You're not so bad, Noriko Kurosawa.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself, Tomoe Watanabe.
We share another laugh, and I feel my tense and guarded persona slowly slipping away. This girl, this person I detested just days ago, today had her own role. We clashed countless times while working together, but now we're suddenly becoming closer. Why is that? It was almost as though some sort of maternal instinct kicked into gear inside Tomoe, and she feels the urge to keep me safe. Is it guilt over Akane Tsurumaki's death? Is it because she's happy alone now that she has a boyfriend? Does dating Shinya make her feel her less pissed off at the world and less eager to lash out? I know the answer, but I'm glad to be able to set our differences aside.
Now we've got some tea. Why don't we watch some trashy TV?
It's not exactly my preferred way to spend the evening, but some as well could be their own. We're all preparing to hatch it. It's only fair that I extend a hand of friendship as well.
Okay. Trashy TV sounds great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
While my cheers and picks up the television remote with a quick flick of her wrist. Please, so, what's it on with Tomoe? Can't believe of all the people. Let me quickly see. Yeah, that's the setting that I want. I can't believe that we fucked up with Aoi, but we succeeded with Tomoe. What is this timeline? The giant of people are talking on the phone, the humming of the air conditioner, the tapping of fingers against keyboards. If I didn't have the music drown out the white noise, I'd probably go mad being exposed to it every day. I don't know how everyone else deals with it. That should be a night rest. I've really been able to work diligently so far. I've completed a few tasks already, but there's a lot more work to do. As I continue to pulverize my keyboard with thin, brittle fingers, I look out over to the office floor to see who is around. Shinya sits at the desk, his expression scrunched up in concentration, and he absentmindedly scratches his face with a blunt end of a pen. Turning my gaze, I observe back at Toma's head as she works attentively at her computer. She hasn't said anything to me since we arrived at the office this morning. Because I know now that she's the one who requested my death. I feel more at ease around her. Now with a photo of my own corpse destroyed, I can put yesterday's unplanned events behind me. I had to be more careful in the future. Forgetting that I planted a photo like that into my desk drawer was an oversight I cannot afford to repeat. And to be clever, calculated, cunning. Oscar's ambitions require me to be peak performance at all times. I can't go messing up like that again. I'm lucky that no one else was tracked into this wholeness. If I did something so stupid when trying to kill a real victim, I would have ruined the entire operation. Taking a deep breath, I cut my cheek softly with both hands. From now on, I'm going to truly focus on carrying out my plans. All I have to do is wait for the next victim to come through the website. I'm ready for it. Finding out the identity of whoever requests my own death should be my top priority. I'm immune to corpse ghost breath, of course, so unless someone decides to come at me with a knife, I'm perfectly safe. I'll check the website's request this evening as soon as I get home. It's too risky to try and access it while at work. But the name found result, and not to myself and look ahead at the end of the day. The flickering notification on my laptop screen prompts a wicked grin to split my face in two. One new request. I don't waste any time opening the details of the request. My heart begins to pound, and I feel the welcome rush of adrenaline flooding through my body. Today, the time PM. Sorry, 10:55 AM. Victim's phone censored, downloading image. My eyes wanted the sight of the uploaded photo. Two people, two identical women. Twins? Identical twins at that? The woman who left is circled in red. She's obviously the requested victim, but without knowing them personally, it's impossible to distinguish between the two. They both have the same stunning features, lustrous hair, the contagious smiles. This truly is an interesting request. I immediately jumped to the conclusion that one twin wants the other dead. That's not the only possibility, but I'd like to think it's the case. Makes it exciting. The type of request only serves to reinforce my resolve. I can't wait to start gouging at the victim's eyes, slowly behind a truly beautiful corpse. As I wait for my secret weapon, the database of the deceased load up, my phone tingles beside me on the couch. It's a noise message from none other than Kojiro. Hey, you there? About last time. Hi. Hey, that guy, Eiichi Hanada? Gone today. Is that so? Where did he go? Cremated. Family didn't collect him. With that space, you know how it is. I don't quite know why Kojiro decided to tell me this, but she still thinks I requested Eiichi's death, so... I see. More names? What? I'm gonna look up more names? Obscure victims? Sorry, I don't have any more names for you. Shame. Didn't he request more deaths? Oh, and do you know her identity? Who? Corpse Girl? Yes. No, sorry, I don't know who she is. Okay. Is it you? Just shake at it. Are we back at this again? No, it's not me. I'm not as clever as all that. Okay. How does she kill? Not sure. Okay. What do you know? Whoa! All I know that the victim receives a photo of their corpse before they die. No one knows that. My dog knows that. It's our calling card. You had a request fulfilled. Tell me more. I don't know what else to tell you. Lane, okay. By the way, I saw that photo. What photo? Eiichi Hanada. Photo on his phone. The calling card. Oh, did Kojiro see it? After it deals with the red bodies, but truly personal possessions are removed from the deceased before they enter the morgue. And to play it cool here and not invite any more suspicion of myself, I talk about this photo that cops have supposedly sent their victims. Yes, funny thing, was definitely the guy. But photo didn't match the cause of death. Oh. Huh? Photo didn't match the cause of death. I remember crafting Eiji Hanada's photo, of course. It wasn't all that long ago. It's a base image of a corpse with dismembered legs hanging over a power line. It was a memorable image after all. Yet a fearsome sight. It's not something that would easily be replicated by suicide. Or by murder, for that matter. So I never really expected Eiji to wind up looking like the photo. From what I read from the obituary, he died in a traffic accident. It must have been driving or about a pedestrian. Either way, it was a collision with a vehicle. For starters, Cadaver still has both legs. No legs in the photo. Did you know that? No? I didn't know. Now let's see the photo you're talking about. You haven't? Interesting. So Corpse Crew doesn't share with the requester. Hang on. Okay. So only the victim sees the photo. Here. Pleasure shares the photo in the chat. Straight up, the snapshot of the corpse photo I produced for Eiji Hanada. It must have copied it from the victim's phone. The photo from Corpse Crew compared to this. Again, this game really is holding back the gore. Another photo is shared in the chat. This one I haven't seen before. It's Eiji Hanada's true corpse. Roll forward to the driver's seat of a wrecked car. The car looks intact, my dude. Seeing a genuine corpse photo doesn't come as much of a surprise to me. After all, I spent countless hours strolling through the database of the deceased. I've seen more than my fair share of destroyed lives. There's not too much blood in this photo. It's kind of lame compared to Gorge's rendition of his death I lovingly crafted. There's no blood at all, though. It's so entirely evident what led to Eiji's car collision. This very well could have been a genuine accident. For my own ego, I have to at least pretend that the corpse girl had a hand in it. Thoughts? The real death doesn't match the corpse girl's photo at all. I do think that is. Could you be clever and manipulative by putting my question on Kotaro? I would lessen the suspicion of my true involvement as much as possible. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He just fell asleep and died. Judging from the car, it was just like he parked it, took a nap, and never woke up. You're asking me? Well, some theories. Gopsky's photo is a scare tactic, nothing more. But I don't know where the photo comes from. She convinces the victim to kill themselves. What the hell? How could his very first theory give right on money? Just who is this guy? Is he stalking me or something? Does he actually know the truth? Second theory. Corpse comes after victims. And a genuine accident happened first. Eiji Hanada died before she got there. The second theory is off the mark, but I can see why he came to that conclusion. Regardless, this is a theory I want him to believe. I think the second theory is most likely. Why would someone kill themselves from seeing a photo? Chatting my own methods like this leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Not that simple. The photo is personal, time-stamped, adds urgency, realism. Could be effective, especially someone anxious or gullible. He's right, of course. Although causing death in this matter was never my intention when I first started Clubsco's website, it's a possibility that it occurred to me when Rory Hatano died. Except the way Rory Hatano died couldn't have been an accident. He was strung as a scarecrow. You don't do that by accident. You don't do that as suicide. Wait a minute. How did you even get these two photos? Well, now she asks. Police unseen like to share. More morbid the better. A dead guy with a corpse photo on his phone gets the bell. They sent me both photos. He's friends with the cops. The plates spot the difference of well. Disgusting. I never knew the police could be so disrespectful to the dead. Well, I can't really talk. At the very least, I'm not in that line of work. Anyway, coffee? Oh, get coffee in me. Yes or no? Unbelievable. This guy wants to meet up and grab coffee? This conversation is really giving him the feeling that I'm interested in. Does he think we bonded over discussion of dead bodies? I don't know, but some part of me hesitates and holds my fingers. Kojiro has connections. The more, the police. It's not inconceivable he might be a useful tool in the future. At this stage, I'm 80% sure he doesn't know my true identity. It might be safe to meet up with him. On the other hand, I get the impression that even if I knew who I really am, he'd only be impressed. It's a gamble. It could be beneficial, but could lead me being caught. I might even get arrested for being involved in 3 deaths. Though, is what I'm really doing illegal? I'm not too sure, but I don't think a jury would take my side. That's why I have to err to the side of caution at all times. I think this would fall into the category of, an illegal threat. Kojiro. Okay, let's meet. I'd have to go to hit send if I have any more second thoughts. It might be a fatal mistake. If I'm clever enough, I can wrap him around my finger and utilize his connection. Why does this remind me of Death Note? Imagine us just going next to Kojiro and be like, I'm the corpse girl. And he freaks the fuck out but has to stay cool because otherwise he'll die if the second theory is correct. Message you tomorrow. Bye. What you said is immediately changes to offline. As my phone and account on the back of the laptop screen in front of me, the smiling, beautiful face of two identical women stare back at me. That's right. I was about to start working on this most interesting request. I still have plenty of time before I need to get to sleep. With this thought in mind, I set about my task in high spirits. Thursday afternoon. Before we continue, why hasn't anyone said that I'm the way? I've been covering like half the screen the entire time. I'm getting trying to read. At least I'm reading everything to you guys. You can't want it to be part of the corpse girl. I am the corpse girl. Anyway, now that I fixed that at the halfway of the stream, allow me to, go and have a little break. 3-minute break, and then I'll return. And not cover the screen, I promise. See? I promised. I'm not going to screen anymore. A tiny... Oh, they're not almost done with the ads. Just 5 more seconds. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. The tiny balcony jutting out the side of my apartment is not like advertised in the real estate listing. When I first saw the misleading photos, I thought it would be spacious and bright, an open-air hideaway that I could use to get some fresh air and improve my health. I would have set up a tiny garden and grow some plants. Nothing that would require a lot of work, something that I could occupy my spare time. In reality, the balcony is a depressed amalgamation of steel and a concrete that saps away any desire to stand upon it. It rests in an eternal shadow of the surrounding buildings and manages to catch the sun rays for about 4 minutes every day. It's an understatement to say I was disappointed when I ventured out upon it the first time. I suppose, if nothing else, it's a good vantage point for looking over the city, but that's only positive thing I have to say about it. As I stand here, with my back against the railing, calmly sipping the lukewarm mug of green tea, I breathe a heavy sigh. I should be at the office. I should be hacking away at my keyboard, getting through the backlog of work that has accumulated this week. Instead, I'm here at home, tired and strained and weighing in at seams. I'd called in sick this morning. I don't know if my supervisor's brought to lie, but they tell me to stay home and feel better. So that's not what I've been trying to do. It's my own fault I feel this way. It's my own fault that I stayed up until 4 a.m. again. I know the lack of sleep exacerbates my condition. I know that skipping meals and refusing the medication makes me feel this way. I know that I did this to myself. I know. But this is me. This is what I do to myself as I try to take on each day. So wait, is she anorexic? Is that why she's barely eating? This is the way I stretch myself thin, for no reason other than because some days I don't want to be better. I just want to be. I want to stay up late and work a corpse goes request. My body needs sleep. My body's need for sleep doesn't count for my ambitions. I want to eat only when necessary. Because when I'm slim, I look beautiful. I want to be beautiful just like her. I want to skip my medication because taking the same pills every day is a hassle and expensive, and I question whether I really need them anymore. If I can just stay at home like this, I don't need the medication. I even came out to the balcony, and that counts as being outside. Well, so why do I need to take the pills? It's true, when I skip a few days, I end up like this. And I convince myself that I'm fine, that I'm fixed, like I was some broken thing that has been magically repaired. But I end up staying inside all day, the curtains shut, and my eyes locked to the screen. I know when I stay on top of my medication, I can go to work, and the park, and the library without a second thought. Now this is something different. And I kind of relate to that. I get on the train and not worry about strangers breathing on me or touching me. I could go to the convenience store and nicely look around. I went to a restaurant last week and read a book while eating dinner. And no one even tried to cut me or adopt me. What issue does she have? And no one tried to strangle themselves in front of me and Yuriko. Can I really go out and do the normal things because of some tiny pills that a doctor said I need? Or can I do those things because I'm actually better now? It was never unwell in the first place, not irrational, just cautious, careful, concerned. I mean, thus my mouth is empty when I bring it to my lips and taste nothing but a slightly waxy and pleasant sensation of the smudged lipstick. Well, I didn't go outside for long enough anyway. I'll go inside since it's getting late. Plus, I feel that someone in the street below has been watching and waiting me to go on onto my balcony. Enter my apartment, sit back aside, and retreat into my bedroom. My phone is where I left it, sitting face up and begging for my undivided attention. I snatch it up, blocking the screen, and greeted the last page I left open. It's my custom-made news alert for obituaries. So tomorrow morning, I'll be anxiously waiting to ease up my latest victim's fate. I timestamped the photo tomorrow's date, June 5th, 9:01. The unlucky twin has already received the photo, sent out earlier today. After sending the photo, I always hide the burner phone out in the unused shed behind my apartment building. Getting the phone into shit this morning was rather difficult. I had to cover up my face and hands in some old clothes and waited until nobody was in sight before dashing as fast as I could. It took me a good 10 minutes to collect myself inside the shed before I could rush back into my apartment and lock the door behind me. I don't think anyone would try to follow me. However, I know that I'm going to need to retrieve the phone again tomorrow and dispose of it. I'll check for a reply from the victim, of course. Not that they'll ever reply. Then I'll destroy the sun and discard the phone, like I always do. It might be difficult to get it out there to the shed again. On top of that, I really should go to the office. There's one more thing I'm supposed to do tomorrow. Kosher wants to meet for coffee. I'm not so deluded to think that I can pull off these escapades tomorrow in my current state. I resigned myself from reaching for the bottle of medication at the treasure. I don't wake up taking these pills won't be so bad. They tend to increase my appetite, which is really annoying. I've constant struggle to try and ignore the hunger that tears at my stomach. But it doesn't help to wreak havoc on... And it doesn't help that they wreak havoc on my libido. I never know what to expect. Oh. Sometimes I look at those photos of I on my phone and feel absolutely nothing. Other times, I can simply be scrolling through noise while standing on the train and feel an overwhelming urge to explode. So it's because of the pills. I don't know if it was just messed up, but no. Hello, Souls. Welcome. We made friends with Tomoe. As hard as to believe. Yeah? Thank you for the headpats. Yeah? And Kochiruk invited us to coffee, and something strange happened. He didn't die the same way as we made the photo. We also learned that there's a lot of wrong with Noriko. Yes, really. So, what I just learned is that the pills make her hungry and cause her libido go up and down at random. I do my best to dismiss my doubts and fears as I swallow 2 of the tiny tablets. I love to sip up water at the bottle kept next to the table to my bed, and I fight the urge to retch. So that's why we had the whole strange incident at the bathroom. Because her libido is so fucked up. She gets some strange arousal. So, high from everything. I'll take a shower to freshen up. After that, I should curl up in the bed and read. I need to conserve my strength for tomorrow, so the early night is in order. Maybe tomorrow is the day I'll finally be better. Friday.
Where the hell were you yesterday?
Okay, so, maybe some of it is actual issues, but it clearly seems to be that the pills are making things worse.
Did you miss me?
Nah, just glad you haven't bit the dust yet.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. See? Someone leaning close to me. I was uncomfortably
Listen,
so.
have you had any trouble with Corpse Girl?
No?
No, I think I'm in the clear.
Well, I guess the time marked on the photo has long passed. Maybe you really are safe.
Yeah. Thanks, though,
Huh? Thanks for what?
for thinking of me.
Ah, shut up.
Someone's face is going red with embarrassment, and red isn't green. And notice that the green and red are flipped for whatever reason. Despite our differences, our interaction regarding Corpse Girl had helped us bond a little. I'm not counting on Tama and I having a lasting friendship. Even this quiet peace might be expecting too much. I think it's in Tama's nature to want to pick fights with people, regardless of whether she's close to them or not. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up quarreling again, no matter how much we learn to respect each other.
I'm at my desk if you need me, but don't bother me, you know?
She waits and leaves a cryptic statement in the air behind her, and I turn my attention to the computer and mark a few tasks on my list as completed. The next person to waddle up to my desk and interfere with my work is Senior.
You weren't in yesterday?
He was ill.
Nope.
Are you well?
Yep.
Okay. I've been meaning to speak to you about Sato.
Aoi?
Yes, the thing is, I'm kind of in deep water because of her not showing up to work. And then resigning immediately.
Shit. I was supposed to talk to you about that, actually. It kind of slipped my mind.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Shinya. It's my fault, really. I hassled you to get Aoi a job.
No. I didn't exercise due diligence. I really should have made her come in for an interview. Or I should have spoken to her myself to see if her heart was really in it.
When you put it that way...
I'm trying to be callous, but what he said makes sense.
Listen, you couldn't have known it, but Aoi struggles a bit day to day. I'll just say she has some anxiety issues and leave it at that.
Anxiety, huh?
It's more like OCD, but yes. She's being obsessive compulsive. If you remember, she tried to leave the apartment, but that something didn't feel right, and she kept fixing things. It's like... Okay. Here's an example, Jen. You leave your house, and your brain is like, did you lock the door? And you have to check the door. If you don't, you keep asking yourself, did you lock the door? Did you turn the stove off? You didn't even use the stove, but did you turn it off? Are you sure you remember to do something at home? Did you turn off the lights? That's basically what's going on in Ali's head. And she has to make sure that everything is correct. The issue is that feeling doesn't go away once she checks. It still keeps nagging behind her mind.
Don't tell anyone I said that. I was under the impression she's been doing a lot better, but maybe I was wrong.
I guess we all have our hidden struggles, right?
Right.
the Shinya struggles too. Maybe dating Towa is his cry for help. Maybe he's gonna stop one day and come into the office with a knife. Or maybe he'll discover Clubster's website and request Katami Ida's death in retaliation for ending his career. Who knows? I can't read this guy as well as I initially thought. For the longest time, I was under the impression he had a crush on me. So what would I know?
Anyway, I hope Sato feels better soon. Maybe she'll find a job that suits her one day.
Maybe.
Say, seeing as we're friends now and all, would you mind if I ask you a personal question?
That depends on what it is.
It's related to, intercourse?
Okay, chat. Have you yourself, but this is gonna get good. But basically, about the words, I don't like the direction this conversation is heading in.
Shouldn't this be something you talk to your girlfriend about?
Yes, you're right. But I can't actually speak to her about it.
Shinya, are you a virgin?
You're really the only other friend I have, so...
Shinya's face takes a dark expression that's far more depressing than what he just said. I feel bad for the guy.
Well, what's the question?
Oh, if, hypothetically speaking, if someone pressures you into, you know...
I see what's going on. Yes. Yes, they are in the wrong. That's considered rape.
Sex?
His face turns red in an instant.
Yes, that. If someone pressures you into it and you really don't want to do it, what should you do?
You need to say no.
Say no. Firmly and loudly. No one should make you do things you don't want to do.
Yep. Indeed, though. He needs to go and say no. If he doesn't, things won't get better. And they just... abuse you. Intentionally or not.
Yes. Of course.
If you know my answer didn't give Shinya the comfort he is obviously seeking.
Is Tomoe pressuring you into going all the way?
No, of course not. She would never... Never mind. It was foolish of me to bring up this topic. I'm really sorry, Noriko. Please, forgive my lack of professionalism.
Shinya bows deeply to me deeply, his face parallel to the floor. He quickly turns and comes away before I get the chance to say anything else. What was that all about? Could Tomoe be pressuring him? I wouldn't put it past her, but something doesn't feel right. She seems really smitten with him. Can you really push him like that? She does seem like the pushy kind of person who would do that, but I don't think it's out of malice, it's more, ignorance, probably. Bitchiness? Whatever. He gets killed for not being to prevent his career going down the toilet, but I feel like I should try and do something to help him. So when Shinya get on the elevator, and once double doors close, I get up to my desk and scoot over to Tomoe's
Hey,
workstation.
can I have a minute?
This is weird. Normally I come to bother you.
Yeah, sorry. Have you and Shinya ever gone all the way?
Huh? We've only been together for, what, a week? You think I'm some sort of slut?
Aw.
Hey, don't answer that! Look, not that it's your business, but... No, we haven't.
Strange.
Shinya's sweet. He's old-fashioned, you know. He wants to really get to know me before we go down that road. happy to wait. The last few guys I dated only ever wanted one thing from me. And that gets old real fast, you know?
Ah. Again, Tomoe is not what I expected her to be. Now that's a good question. He does seem like a pushover. Mysterious. He could also be asking for a friend, but at that point he wouldn't phrase it like that.
Okay, I believe you.
Why are you asking me anyway? Did Shinya say something to you?
No, I was curious, that's all.
You think we're real friendly now, don't ya? Well, I don't mind some girl talk. Come talk to me anytime.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Well, mysterious. Tomoe waggles her finger in a goodbye wave, and I return to my desk. If I take Tomoe at her word, which I find myself doing increasingly often, yes, she doesn't seem like a lying type. She's very straightforward. That she's not trying to get Shinya to do anything she's uncomfortable with. So that could only mean one thing. Someone else is pressuring Shinya. But the guy admitted to me, so only today that his only friend are Toma and myself, so who was he talking about when he brought up the subject? Oh no, Bao! What is it? What is Ida? What is his superior? What if the boss is demanding him to fuck her so he can keep the job? Oh no. If that's the case, this is terrible. And again, we are technically at fault here. It also explains why he first talked about the whole job being up the line. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm a little worried that I haven't received these alerts for an obituary today. My latest victim, the twin woman, had her photo timestamp set 9:01 this morning. I met her work. If that's her last few times, then she should be well and truly dead. She should have slit her own throat, or someone mysterious should have come along and slit it for her. It's not like I managed to identify how the corpse girl's power works. I'm no closer to figuring out why her victims die. All I know is that they do die. And yet, I can't find any matching obituaries for the day. I tried searching manually too. I can always rely on my automatic filter to get it right. I've scoured every source I can find and had come up with nothing. It's possible she hasn't killed herself yet. It's possible that she's planning to do it. Or perhaps we only get the notification while Kojiro is here. Or maybe someone else is plotting to kill her on the corpse girl's behalf. It's also possible that this time our victim won't die. Depressionally, that puts me back at square one. My winning streak will be over. Joy really begins if the corpse photo has no effect. My mental note to discard my Victoria phone when I get home. I somehow forgot to get rid of it on my way to work, being so absorbed in my strict morning routine. But it's not too late. Barely 24 hours have passed since I set up the photo. I'm not straying too far from my modus operandi.
Yo, you came. Mad.
Again, Kojiro speaks so weird. The familiar halting voice snaps me out of my thoughts. Kojiro stands before me, wearing slightly cleaner clothes than last time we met. Could they possibly interpret this meeting as a date and decided to wear his absolute best outfit? That's his best? The smell of morgue easily fade upon him, thanks to the desperate corrupt scent of strong cologne.
Hi,
Can I sit?
please.
Kojiro pulls up the chair and sits across from me. He's relaxed and awkward all at once. His tall, lanky form doesn't really seem to fit in his tiny, cozy cafe he selected as our meeting point.
Waiting long?
No, not really.
Great. Ordered yet?
No. What do you recommend?
Wow, riveting conversation.
House blend. Fantastic. They roast it here. Also, the chocolate gâteau is amazing. I'll order 2 slices.
Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Coffee is fine.
Roger that.
The waitress eventually comes around and Gotcha places our orders in fluent French. I think the waitress is taken aback, as she bows politely and humbly asks him to repeat himself in Japanese. Once our order is settled, Gotcha leans forward and looks into my
You wear
eyes.
glasses?
I subconsciously reach my hand at my face and check if I am indeed wearing glasses. Of course I'm not.
No? Why would you say that?
Gotcha leans back casually and
Didn't
shrugs.
remember. Maybe you had them on last time.
Last time? This referring to when we met at the library?
I've never worn glasses. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just making conversation. This place is great, right?
It seems that the cafe possesses a quiet, comfortable atmosphere. The smell of freshly roasted coffee lingers in the air. The display of various cakes at the counter doesn't make me ill. I can make out the faint sound of acoustic music in the background, with vocals in what I presume to be French. All in all, it's a nice place. Culture chose well.
Oh, is this place expensive? I just don't have much money, that's all.
Don't worry. It's on me. How's work? The bank, right?
It's nice that he offered. I tucked my head to the side. Did I ever tell him what I do for work? I don't recall saying anything on the subject.
I work at the head office for Temujin, not in an actual bank.
That's so. Huh. Read your profile wrong.
I relaxed somewhat with his explanation. Of course I would have read my nose profile before meeting up with me. That's pretty normal. We did say that we work at a bank, though. Careful there. I don't keep much personal information on there, so it's true that my workplace is listed. Our conversation is put on hold as the waitress returns with 2 cups of coffee and a single slice of chocolate gâteau. This cake is delicate and moist, and my stomach growls at the betrayal of my convictions. Gotcha thanks the waitress in French, as he once again bows in embarrassment and takes her leave.
Right?
He scoops at the section of the cake with his fork and holds it out in front of me. I wave a hand politely and shake my
Oh
head.
well.
He takes a bite and looks immensely satisfied with the choice of his
Could eat
dessert.
if you wanted. You're skin and bones.
Excuse me?
Just saying, could stand to gain some weight.
Well, usually the guys say the opposite thing. The nerve of him. Who would say that to a young woman?
I'll have you know that I eat perfectly well. Think...
Whoa. Sorry. Wasn't trying to be mean.
I don't think he just knows how to make conversation. He's terrible at social cues. Also, that art of beard is not good. It looks like someone just spray painted the CG. Despite,
You're gorgeous. Just saying, some cake wouldn't hurt.
I'm gorgeous. I feel a little flushed and look at my phone to avoid Kashira's warm
Try the
gaze.
coffee, please.
I reached for the cup in front of me, more to the deposit aroma than Kojiro suggested. I take a sip. Yeah, I know that the stubbles really don't work on anime characters. But that side profile looked bad. It's been a savage and perfect drinking temperature, and it's absolutely delightful, rich, and delicate. I could drink this all day. I've probably been wasting my time drinking canned coffee. This is the real deal.
Thoughts?
For the first time since Kojiro arrived, I smile.
It's wonderful.
Right? I like your smile.
This guy's really laying out thick, and he comes here to be spooked. Still, the breeze is kind of nice. Even if he's trying to play me with the oldest lines in the book. I think I should switch the subject to encourage him to stop flirting.
So, how long have you worked in the morgue?
Wow. Good question. Okay, let's see.
Give me a sec.
I'm 34 now. Started there at 22.
So 12?
Damn. 12 years. Never thought about it. Shit, I'm old.
No, not at all. You're older than I expected, but really, it's no big deal.
How old are you? Can I ask that?
I don't mind. I'm 20.
Phew. Okay. Right.
You? I got a kiss. I do agree. Now, so often when so often these visual novels is like every character is a high school character. Speaking of now, if you do enjoy seeing some older characters, as those younger characters, Higurashi might be your thing. Oishi is certainly an old, chubby cop. Not to mention the other old characters.
Is that an issue?
No, of course not. You're mature for your age, or I'm out of touch.
You're out of touch.
You're out of touch.
We think the same, Nariko. I can't help but giggle. Ah, I'm glad to see that someone else enjoys them as well. I didn't care for Coach much, but Oishi certainly was a thing. Instead, I replaced Coach with, Tomiko? Despite the fact that he had such a small role?
Wow. Okay.
She laughs it off, but I wonder if I hit the nerve.
Would you date an older guy?
Would it? There it is, straight to the point. How do I answer a question like that?
Good question. I've got no issue with age, but I don't really know if you're my type. And if I can be honest, there is someone I have feelings for already.
Yep, Aoi.
That's so. Unrequited love, huh?
Something like that.
Props can't compete with that. Well, that's okay. You're stunning. Out of my league. Thrilled to be friends if nothing else.
Friend sounds nice.
Yeah, better keep it like that, Kojiro.
Mad.
Here he goes. You know what he gives? He gives the expression of, how do you do, fellow teenagers? You know what I mean? He raises his coffee cup in a toast, then takes a sip. You can add him wrong. He might be a bit more mature than I gave him credit for. yes, I'm glad you see it. If you can take the rejected without pressing the point, that speaks a lot about his
So,
character.
Corpse Girl. Interesting, right? How does she do it? The photos, the killings, all without knowing the Vic's name.
Yeah.
Wonder what her death count is.
See? 4 if I'm lucky. I try not to say this aloud.
Eiichi Hanada. Car crash. Was it planned? Got the brake line. Drugged.
He just had a little bit of sticky time.
I have no idea. Sorry.
But you requested his death.
Yes.
I didn't lead him to believe that. I'll have to continue to go
And
along with
for
it.
no personal reason?
That's right.
Brutal. Don't request my death, okay?
Alright.
We'll see.
His face lights up. Alphys is impressed with the ambiguous answer. Excited
Maybe I
even.
should try the site. Request a death.
I mean, someone's requested my death already, so it doesn't matter. We still don't know who that was. Why? It's not Aoi. If what she said is true. Who else would have requested it?
Know anyone who deserves it?
Sorry, not off the top of my head.
Neither. Maybe you should request me.
Just enjoying suicide,
I'm
huh?
dying to know how it goes down.
You know, maybe you shouldn't mess with this stuff. What if you really ended up dead?
I can protect myself. I mainly want a corpse photo.
Interesting.
How does she do it? Oh, by the way, you read that book I gave you?
You mean Strange Flower?
Bingo.
I'm halfway through it.
Wow, fair effort. It's long. Thoughts?
It's interesting, I won't lie.
Now, Belle Sinclair is a sicko, right?
Right. He's not all there.
Halfway through, huh? So, has he dined with the dead?
Yeah. Who was it? His school teacher, I think. He dug up her body 2 days after she died, and then dressed her in his mother's Sunday best.
Yeah. Took the corpse out for Italian? I can imagine the waiter's reaction.
With my school teacher here, I know she's a bit wise for the wear, but could he have some spaghetti? Go straight through her.
Ah, classic.
Kochi really seems to enjoy reminiscing about the book. The story's definitely interesting. The way he's laughing at me makes me a little worried. Then again, the guy works in a morgue, so maybe the whole scenario is just comical to him. Black humor, I know.
Oh, that's it there.
Takes me a second to realize what he's pointing at. Sure enough, the book in question is sticking out of the top of my
That's it here.
back.
I want to show you a funny passage.
Oh? I don't reach for the book. I pull a massive tome from my handbag with a fair amount of effort. Book comes free, but it snags as a bag zipper and causes some of the contents to
Whoa.
fly out. A few personal belongings fall. The floor with a cutter, and there's lipstick with a gloss notepad and a pen that hit the cafe's tile floor, which comes around this side of my table and helps me get things up. He pauses when he asks Frapple with another book that has fallen underneath the strange
Forced
flower.
photography? What's this?
I quickly reach for the book and try to snatch it from his grasp.
It's nothing.
Fletcher is quick, and he instinctively avoids my desperate grab. He holds the book aloft and continues reading the cover.
English? A comprehensive history of photo manipulation.
He returns to his seat and flips through the pages as I finish packing my belongings away. I bow my head silently, waiting for his judgment. Yeah, bow. Now I'm worried. Is Gojira smart enough to put 2 and 2 together?
Yo, you can read this?
Only a little.
Oh, this is tough. My English isn't good. Thought it was French at first. Huh. These images.
Gojira snaps the book close and looks
I
at me.
figured it out.
I brace myself for an inevitable accusation.
Corpse Girl fakes the photos.
Oh.
The photos aren't from the future.
Look at him being detective.
Like that was ever possible. Photo is fake. Timestamp is fake.
He's correct. But will he go back to Simitaran, Corpseville?
Why do you have this book? Are you editing photos?
I mean, I have an interest in it, but that's all.
This book is old. Doubt the techniques are useful anymore. Still, it's interesting. My theory. Thoughts?
About Corpse Girl faking the photos?
Bingo.
I don't know. Sure, it's possible. But can anyone fake a photo so realistically?
Realistically? Do you know her photos are realistic?
You quickly, I start back with an answer.
You sent me that copy of Eiichi Hanada's corpse photo. The one Corpse Girl apparently produced.
True.
It was good, right? Pretty convincing.
Very convincing. Is photo manipulation that good?
I suppose if someone skilled enough was doing it.
If it's not photo manipulation, then one more theory.
What is it?
Maybe the subject in the photo is a corpse.
I'm confused. Of course it's a corpse. What's your point?
Sorry, hear me out.
Go on.
It's a photo of a real corpse. Just not the victim's corpse.
Indeed, detective.
Corpse Girl acquires a real corpse, dresses it up, just like in Strange Flower. She makes it look like the Vic. It's convincing because it's real. No photo manipulation.
Roger is getting attention that he might be the corpse girl. And
I see.
that does take heat off of us, because we don't have an access to the morgue. Anything that might start to kick into high gear, which is unknownly president with an unprecedented idea. What if Corpse Girl does get real corpses? What if she dresses them up, wounds them, makes them look like a carbon copy of the victim? Like some kind of weird voodoo? Then she holds a photography session to capture the magic. The realism will be amazing. It will be way more convincing than manipulating a photo. Even though I've become pretty good at that. It will be the next step up in realism. I'm sure it'll convince victims to kill themselves. The Corpse Girl victims can rely upon to kill themselves, then I don't have to continually question the cause of death. I won't have to worry about whether some mysterious third parties wandering about, slaying people on Corpse Girl's behalf. All the deaths would be caused by suicide. It would be predictable. Conquering victors would simply be the matter of forging a convincing enough corpse replica. But the legwork involved in acquiring corpses would be... That's it! The answer is sitting right in front of me with a smudge of chocolate cake in his chin and an empty coffee cup resting in his head. No? Noriko?
Say, hypothetically, would it be easy for Corpse Girl to even have access to dead bodies?
She'd have to go grave robbing. Or get hands to mooring.
Legal ramifications aside, could she possibly have a source of cadavers to desecrate at will?
Yeah, it's not impossible. Take someone like me. I have the morgue. I'm there alone, mostly. Someone like Corpse Girl makes me an offer, I'd give away spare corpses, no problem.
Yeah. Kochiro? That's a crime.
Of course, I could get busted. It's not about losing my job. I'm not going to prison.
Yeah.
The price would have to be right. But that's just me. Employees in other morgues, well, can't speak for them.
Interesting. So you would willingly work with Corpse Girl if the price was right?
Yeah, I've said it before. Big fan. I support her work. It's fascinating. If she really is using cadavers to make photos, then, well, I'm offended she didn't come to me for help.
This is amazing. I never imagined this meeting would be so lucrative. If I wanted him to get my hands of all the corpses I'll ever need, and was asking here now, I find myself breathing heavily, and I notice my cheeks are warm and my head feels slightly airy. It all comes down to whether or not I really want to step up my game. The way things are, while the two-eyed woman, while this victim, doesn't seem to have given up the ghost. Maybe I'm being impatient, or maybe my work just isn't as convincing and powerful as I wanted to be. Then, there are the cases of the previous victims. Akinator Maggie killed herself, there's no doubt about it. But Eiichi Hanada? It's possible his car wreck truly was accidental. I may not have handed that after all. Moe Hatano, my first ever conquest, the cause of her death still eludes me. There's no way she could have killed herself in the position her body was discovered in. Exactly. She's the whole reason I started suspecting someone else is involved in it in the first place, after all. So there's one definite suicide, one potential murder, and one death that was an accident. A traffic collision that happened to coincide with the date I wanted the victim to die. Statistically, there's no way to know how corkscrew's power actually works. It's almost like deaths are just caused at random. How when Paul got the skills that encountered over the past year, well, success ratio isn't very impressive. Now, to truly compel victims to kill themselves, then it would take the guesswork out of the whole thing, that's for sure. With Gochiro's help, I could acquire cadavers and make them look like my victims. The work would be completely different to photo manipulation. There will be gore involved, no doubt about it. It'll take a steady hand, some makeup artistry, and access to clothing, props. And then there's lighting to consider, and the backdrops. It's one thing to take an image of a database of the deceased and have the corpse splattered on the pavement, ready to go. It's an entirely different thing to have to drag a body out of a morgue and plant it in a position, then take photos of. There will be a lot to consider here. It's not a decision I can make lightly. And on top of that, I doubt I have the courage to ask now, to ask Gochiro straight up for his help. But if I do go for it, I'm absolutely positive it will lend a massive amount of credibility to Corkscrew's mission. Extraordinary realism will pave the road ahead of me with blood.
Oh, finished your coffee?
Oh,
I quickly take a sip and drain the cup.
that was delicious. Thank you for treating me.
Very welcome. Shall we head off?
Yes, let's.
Any plans for the night?
Yes, sorry I can't hang out longer.
No problem. I had fun.
Butcher stands up and crunches his wallet. An execute bells to the table and then steps towards me. I stand up too. Playing my best hand, I quickly lean forward and plant a soft kiss on his cheek. The maneuver is surprisingly difficult thanks to his height. I think I pulled off as gracefully as I had planned.
Thank you for the date. Will I see you again?
Noriko! Stop it! Whatever you're doing right now, stop it! I give my dishonoring look as I pat my eyelids gently.
Yeah, of course.
He slowly rubs his cheek with his tender fingers, amazed that I just kissed him.
Bye-bye now.
I spin and make a beeline for the exit. Hope my trembling legs don't betray me as I step onto the pavement outside. It's not quite in my nature to try and seduce somebody for my benefit. So much so that my attempt at it has left me feeling rather squeezy. I don't know if I pulled it off, but now that I left the cafe, I can't look back what effect I had on Gochiro, if any. I cross the road and shimmer runs down my spine. I hope I'm prepared what I'm getting myself into. June 6th. The weekend is here, and despite my desire to stay inside my apartment with the doors locked and windows closed, I find myself at the mall, shopping for a new phone charger. I couldn't charge her. Gave up on me at midnight, and now my phone is running dangerously low on life power. I tried plugging into different outlets. I tried plugging into my laptop. Nothing I did gave my device even the slightest amount of charge. I thought for sure I had a spare charger lying around, but I tried apart the inside out trying to find it. Couldn't find the right type in my drawer for the burner phones. So either the phone charger died, or the best case scenario, or my phone has become faulty. I'm glad it's not the case because I really can't afford to purchase a new one. Getting it repaired is out of the question. I refuse to hand it over to somebody for a day or two and go without it. So I'm hedging my bets on the issue being with the charger. If I can buy a new one, all my problems should be solved. You know, I feel the same way about computers. Leaving my computer to a store for a few days, I don't like the idea. This is what I tell myself as I scurry through the crowded mall, dodging left and right from what careless people trying to bump into me. I know there's an electronics store around here somewhere. Even a discount store will probably have a budget charger that will still fit my device. I just want to find what I'm looking for and get out of this place. As I blindly navigate the area, I think back to last night when I first noticed my phone was not on the charging. I had been browsing through the obituary newsfeed, searching desperately for a sign of my latest victim's demise. No clues came up. There were countless the obituaries, of course. It's a big country and people die every day, but very few match the description of my victim. Obituaries that did match the photos included. None of them looked remotely like the twin woman. Was a dead end after dead end. I might have to just accept the fact that this latest request will go unfulfilled. But accepting it makes me angry. Very, very angry. I find myself stumbling through the mall more often than simply walking. A few people glance at me, but I don't pay heed. I wanted a woman to die. I wanted her to fit twin sister to rejoice or despair at the fate of the fell of her own flesh and blood. I wanted her to feel fear of seeing her own corpse in a photo. I wanted to feel cold and clammy hands of death tugging at her skirt, whispering to her, inviting her to spiral down and down and down and down and down. To spiral down and just die. To give up, to die, to spiral down, to die. To spiral out of control. I wanted her to die. I wanted her to die. I wanted her to die. Spiral down, down, down.
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
My head is foggy, my senses blurred, my face hot, my hands cold. I repeat the mantra through gritted teeth.
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
I fall to my knees and scream at the top of my lungs.
Ah! Why didn't you die? Why didn't you fucking die?
What the hell?
Well, there we go.
Damn, she's having a full meltdown.
Can we get a security guard down here, please? Die.
Well, no longer matters what's going on.
Is she going to kill somebody?
I'm scared. I'll kill her. I'll find her.
I taste blood in my mouth, my tongue is numb, my teeth chatter. I'll find the twin bitch. I'll find the twin bitch. I'll find the twin bitch. I kill myself. I kill myself.
I'll kill her.
All right. That's enough.
A strong hand pulls my shoulder and my face hits the ground. Hard. My arms are restrained behind my back. All I can see is the blurred vision that is checkered top floor of the mall. I know, right? She did it so well, and suddenly
You're coming with me.
a limp form is tucked backwards and my head lolls to the side. I shut my eyes and let the blackness envelop me. A singing cold ice pack bites against my cheek and rudely wakes me from my stupor. I don't know where I am. I don't remember why I'm here. The sudden chills feeling across my face is nice, almost soothing. And it's that somebody, a tall man, is holding an ice pack to my cheek and it motions for me to take a hold of it myself. I reaches like his hand to grab the ice pack and continue to press against my skin. The man walks around the chair and seated in and stands behind a simple wooden desk to face me.
You can imagine my surprise when I recognized you.
How? It's you! The neighbor!
Huh?
I move my mouth and attempt to talk as it's dull ache in my
I
jaw.
apologize for treating you so roughly. The only reason I haven't called for the police is because I want to give you the opportunity to calm down and explain yourself.
Sky, I know him before, but from where? Oh, of course. It took me some time because I'm not used to seeing him in security uniform. This Kenji Ogawa, this very same guy who lives in my apartment building. Nice guy who greets me in the stairwell. The father of sweet little Momo.
Mr. Ogawa?
Ah, so you are completely out of it.
Where am I?
This is the mall security office. You caused quite a scene, Nariko.
A scene?
You don't remember. Well, give it some time. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
I try to think hard about the circumstances that led me here. I remember something like visiting the mall to find a phone charger, but I don't think I ever found the store I was looking for. Some kind of anger or fear or something. Some familiar primal emotion that appeared on
Listen,
me.
Nariko. I've always thought you were a sweet girl. And Momo looks up to you, you know. Please, tell me that you're just not feeling well. Please tell me the things you were screaming aren't true.
The things I was screaming? An innocent spotted woman flashes in my mind. A twin woman with a beautiful features and a lovely hair. The victim, the one who didn't die. That's right. I remember now. I lost my cool. Was so overwhelmed with frustration that she didn't die. I must have broken them and released my anger here, right in the mall. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Small things I went outside. I went somewhere I don't normally go. I'm usually fine about going to the office. It's a real area. The convenience store is fine too. And back to home, the vigorously black morning return rarely bothers me. The shopping mall? What was I thinking? I haven't been keeping up with my medication. Even if I was on top of it, going somewhere out of my comfort zone is always a risk. And to start regulating the intake, taking a pill or two every other day, or when I feel like it, isn't going to help me. Skipping days at a time, just popping a few in my mouth when I leave the house is what I'm supposed to be doing. Follow the guidelines. I need to keep a strict schedule when I take... what? Tell it, Noriko. Supposed to be calm at all times, so like unflinching Noriko. What am I doing?
Nariko, you still look a bit flustered. Do you want to lie down for a bit before talking to me?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want to explain what happened?
No.
Huh. I never took you for a troublemaker. Please, Nariko. I'm begging you. Don't make me call the police. You were screaming about killing somebody. You were... manic. You can't just act like that in public. You scared 100 people just trying to make their way through the mall. You scared me.
I knock on the door causes Ken to the bridge.
Ogawa, may I enter?
Ah, yes. Please come in, Mr. Fujikawa.
Metal door separating the security room from the real world opens with a screech. A broad, intimidating man enters a small room and displaces all the air inside. I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
This her?
Yes, sir. She's calm now.
Indeed.
The man, who's usually some sort of detective, looks at me up and down with a sour expression.
Miss, your name?
I don't answer.
I see.
Alright. We'll be ending soon anyway, soon.
Sir, if I may, this is Nariko Kurosawa. She's an acquaintance.
Is that so? An acquaintance? Well, that speaks volumes about your personal life, Ogawa.
Sir.
Leave us be. I wish to talk to her.
She has a strange accent.
Yes, Mr. Fujikawa.
Kenji bows, his grin smile tracking out of fear as he exits the room. Detective Owaramisi towers over me. He pulls out a badge from inside his jacket and passes it.
My name is Fujikawa. I'm a detective, an investigator for the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. You must understand that we take death threats very seriously in the police force.
Huh? Excuse me, but Kenji said he didn't call the police.
Kenji? Ah, Ogawa. Well, never mind what he said. I was here already in regards to another case. I happened to witness your little outburst. Ogawa was kind enough to allow me a moment to interview you personally.
Right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Listen, if I were in your shoes, I'd drop the sardonic act. I have reasonable grounds to arrest you here and now.
His voice drips with pure venom, disguising joking around. I stumble within my seat and remove the gold ice pack from my face.
Now, Miss Kurosawa, would you please explain to me who you are threatening to kill?
A wind traitor washes over me. As the reality of my current situation starts to sink in. If I don't play straight and narrow here, I might get in a world of
I
trouble.
apologize for my actions. I wasn't feeling like myself earlier. I regrettably skipped my medication recently.
Ha. The medication excuse. I'll play along. Were you hallucinating then?
No, sir. Not exactly.
And I know if it's something quickly, but I'm not getting out of here anytime soon.
See, I recently had an altercation with a coworker about a guy we both like.
Detective rolls his eyes at
Go
me.
on.
I guess I was a little upset about our fight, and really, we're actually quite good friends, so... I think a combination of that and missing my medication caused me to get a little too upset and say some things I don't really mean.
Let's see Kate buys it.
Mm-hmm. And how do I know you're not dangerous? Are you carrying any weapons, Miss Kurosawa?
Weapons? No, of course not.
Like Japan. Can't carry anything like
I
that.
see. Well, you're going to have to permit me to search your belongings. You understand that I can't allow you to leave until I have established that you're not a threat, right?
That sounds like fine. Detective looks forward and roughly grabs my handbag.
Hey!
He tears it open and rummages around inside. I'm somewhat relieved that I'm traveling late that day. I haven't left 2 of the books I'm reading at home. He finds nothing of interest in the bag, save for one thing. My phone. Taps the screen, toggles the power button, and smacks the phone against its open
Is
paw.
this broken?
I realize that the last shot of the battery have finally drained. But be lucky for that, in fact. If he'd found certain things on my phone, I might be in trouble. It's not like I keep close photos on there. That's what my collection of burner phones is for. But there are certain things that would be incriminating if they found in my head. The noise chat log with Kojiro, for starters. And there's images of Ai and Tomoe, the famous singer that had her phone hacked and her private photos uploaded to the net. I knows that I have her photos. She's okay with it. Tomoe doesn't know about hers. That would be hard to explain. The singer, on the other hand, was part of a big scandal a few months ago. Big half of Japan has seen her photos. Still, I'd rather keep my personal matters completely private. I don't want this asshole looking into my affairs.
Battery is dead, sir.
Where is your charger then?
I don't have one with me.
He glanced across the phone at me. I barely managed to catch up with my brittle, skilled-out, clumsy fingers. So, about the legality. I don't know what the legal rules the detectives have. I know that the police technically are allowed to search your belongings. But detectives don't have the same. Used to have have to write reviews, okay? So they can now? Cause remember, this is a detective, not a normal police officer.
Wait here. I need to make a call.
Let's room unceremoniously and hear the scraping shriek of steel deadbolt locking the formidable door behind him. I breathe out and try to calm my nerves. I look down at my phone in my hand and see the mirror image of the counterpart staring at me in black reflection. I don't look as good as I normally do. My makeup is smudged, but the strength is becoming more and more common for me. As I've gained some weight, my gaunt face seems fuller. Somehow my prominent cheekbones are softer. The girl staring back at me. She's not wholly familiar. Is this Noriko Kurosawa? Is this Clubskill? Look for some operation. Some sickening concoction, myself and some person I don't fully recognize. I don't understand how I could have gained some weight. I'd been eating less. Maybe the canned coffee I consume religiously contains more calories than I realized. I need to cut down immediately. A sour taste rolls in my tongue and I swallow it reluctantly. I feel ill at the sight of myself. Door swings open and Furikawa stomps in like an angry toddler.
Well, the precinct claims you don't have a prior record, Miss Kurosawa. That's good news for you, I'm sure. But it's a fucking pain in the ass for me.
After the apparent anger and her clothes slightly my
You're
chair.
free to go. However, I'll remember you. Another incident like this, and I'll have you in for a psychological assessment faster than you can blink.
I can do nothing but nod as a man of relief washes over me.
Get your things and get out of here. Oh, and for the love of God, go eat something. You look like a starving child.
Ichikawa, back off. You know that swings into his heels and force and once again leaves me sitting alone. Take a minute to collect my thoughts before picking up my belongings and shoving them into my handbag. As I leave the security office, I spot Genji sitting outside the door. He bows his head
Take
meekly.
care, Noriko.
Yeah.
Yep. He thinks he's all high and mighty. He doesn't lift his head as I walk away. We can't, so we don't know how the power works, and we can't just go and request it ourselves. Someone else has to do it. So much for Stoic and Flinching Noriko. Remember Stoic and Flinching Noriko? This is her. Weak of flesh and weak of will. Weak. Noriko can't control her emotions. Noriko can't face the world outside without the help of penny pink pills. Noriko. She keeps calling herself that. I keep calling myself that. But I'm more than that. I'm more than her. I'm club scale. The image is changing. I'm bigger than the frail body before me. Doesn't matter if the grand scheme of things. Does my ego matter? How to be beautiful? Then gorgeous. Could you call me gorgeous? You make me feel good. But doesn't matter. None of it matters. Club girl matters. She will succeed and the world will continue to spin. I need to gain weight or lose weight. I need to look like Aoi. Her small frame and cute features. That bust that's too hard to look away from. I need to look like Toei with a fuller figure. See fashion sense and those awfully beautiful eyes that she doesn't discern. I need to look like Yuriko. With her bad haircut, dreadful kissing and trashy clothes. I need to look at Mother. She's like me and Yuriko combined with vacant eyes that is sparkling and clear but is glazed over whenever you try to talk to her. To look like Noriko, her dark hair and her intense gaze, her healthy, acceptable frame. I need to look like the skeleton, this living corpse. I need to look like this physical embodiment of hunger and longing and lust and fear and stress and anxiety and uncertainty and ambition and exhaustion. I curse at the mirror and spit at my own reflection.
Fuck you!
I clench my fist until nails stick and tear my pierced flesh, and let blood trickle between her knuckles and drip down the carpet.
I don't want to be you! I'm better than you! I'm better than you! I'm better than you!
But I am you. And Coxtail is what I always wanted. It's a sensible one that I always thought is that feeling of home that I reclaimed after home was lost. No, Souls. Take the pills. This is what happens when you don't take the pills. As the mother moved and Yuriko got put on ice, and after I found this apartment that felt so strange at first, this is who I
I
am.
love your hair, your eyes. I love you. Don't ever leave me. Don't leave.
I raised 3 fingers to my mouth and kissed them gently, and pressed them against the
I
mirror.
love you. Don't ever change.
This is what happens when you don't take the pills. And this seems like a good spot to stop. We'll continue this tomorrow. At what time, I don't know yet. But this was quite the trip. And my god, Noriko has lost her fucking mind. And Souls? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Next time we meet Kochiro, let's say that he can kill the detective. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, you.